our spirit. What is it? Where does it go? Are we able to see them using our mind's eye? If so, just what can spirit teach us? Welcome to School Through Spirit. Host DeEtte Renee is a certified psychic medium and master teacher of psychic and mediumship development through LWISSD. DeEtte was born knowing spirit and now is here to help you better understand the spirit world. And now your host, DeEtte Renee.
Here I am. Sorry, guys, in case you were able to hear me and not see me. It's been a morning already. Welcome to School Through Spirit with DeEtte Renee here on the Edge Network. Come to you every Monday morning with a little bit of spiritual awareness into our daily lives. Hopefully making things a little bit easier for each and every one of us. There we go. As we know, at the top of the hour, we do talk about something I usually use Neale Donald Walsh's book. For anybody that does not remember Neale, and I'm finding that more and more and more, he is the gentleman that wrote Conversations with God. A phenomenal book, a phenomenal story. If you've not heard his story, I urge you to go find his documentary and watch it because it's amazing. Good morning, Tim. I know. I have been up since before the crack of dawn, 5:15 Central Standard Time. Did done a world of stuff. Still showed up late. The bottom of the hour, I have got a deck. It's called Fae Whispers Fairy Oracle Cards. I've had them for a hot minute. Very, very interested. For anybody that knows, I do a 5-card stud at the end of the show in which we do highlight a deck. Okay, each week it is a different deck. Because I do love bringing a different deck to show you, because a lot of times we go to online now, and online you get to see, 2 or 3 cards. And it's kind of a guessing game. Does it feel right? Does it not feel right? I figure if I try to highlight a few decks, gives you a better understanding. So this is a deck this week. Now, guys, I have to let you know, we'll be doing this for a while, because I not only have one bag more, but 2 more bags. There's 19 decks in total in these 2 bags. Plus there's another, 7 down there. So we are going to be here for at least another 4 months. Highlighting decks, guys. At least. And every 8 weeks, when I am done highlighting 8 decks, I find the deck that I really resonated the most with, and I sent a reading into the magazine, and they do use that for the reading of the issue. So to me, it's super cool to be able to do that. That is when we come back from that 9:30 break is the time that we'll be doing that. Okay. So let's get started again with some Mr. Neale Donald Walsh. I am going to do a little reading first, guys. I apologize because everybody wants to hear me read. All we do is flip and open. That's all we do. This is one from another time. I don't even know what that is. Oh my God, I think that one's for me. Oh my gosh, yes, this is it this week. This is it, guys. And it's really kind of interesting because even though I flip to the page and go, okay, what's going to be in here? I find this is what has been in my life the most, or this is what I've been talking about the most to clients. Okay. So it's genuine appreciation for all of life is what honors the process God has created. So do not call any creation unholy. For I tell you this, I created nothing disdainful, and as your Shakespeare said, nothing evil, least thinking make it so. Oh my gosh. Got my head. It's clean. I washed it at 5:30 this morning. It just, I don't know why. So genuine appreciation for all life is what honors the process. Okay. Now, I know. Everybody, half of the people are going to go, what the heck does this mean? And the other half is going to go, don't think so. And honestly, I think we can take this one a lot of different directions. This one I think is it's so broad. It's so broad. But it says genuine appreciation for all life. Not all life, appreciation of that. What does that mean? That means the good, the bad, and the evil. It means everything. Okay. So often we have opinions. I know. Not everybody, just y'all, never me. We have opinions. Okay. And having an opinion versus being an opinionated is two different things. Okay. But with saying that, most of the time we become opinionated. Good morning, Lashman Ranch. Oh, good morning. I think it's Lori. Good morning, Lori. So quite frankly, most times we have an opinionated way of looking at things. Now, we will try to simplify that and say, this is just my opinion. Well, it's really not. When you go to that opinionated portion, it means you are saying whether you like something or don't like something, or you feel something is right or something is wrong. And quite honestly, a lot of times, not all the times, because I don't want to crucify people, but a lot of times when we go to that opinionated thing, we're now starting to dishonor somebody else's opinion or somebody else's way of doing something. Okay. Now, when we state this, what we mean by this is, who's to say your way is the right way? Or who's to say your way is the wrong way? Okay. And I know that's kind of like what are you talking about? Because so many of us come to the plate saying, you know what, we're taught by society, we're taught by religion or God, we're taught by our family. There's just simple rights and wrongs. You know what? There's so many things. Unfortunately, really the only right and wrong is love or not love. I hate to tell you this, but life is about love. Life is about loving. Okay. Why? Because we are here to that one thing. That's really is. And even though we like to all say we're on that avenue, not so much. Not so much. Now, where does opinions? Where is the dishonor in things? Dishonor is looking at something else as if it's not right. Okay? It's not honorable versus not honorable. It's simply, where do we have the place to say something else is wrong? I'm going to simplify this a little bit. People will bring me in, okay? People will get a hold of me and say, hey, can you come and be the main feature for this, that, or the other? Love to, because why not? Why not? And they'll do a write-up on me. And they'll say they love the fact that DeEtte never says anything that is negative. Yeah, DeEtte does. Why? Because I bring it all to the plate. Now, what's the difference between DeEtte saying something negative versus not saying something negative? Okay. Straight up. I don't view anything as negative. Why? Because my idea of what negative it is and your negative is two totally different things. What my idea of bad is different from your idea of bad. Okay. Do you see what I'm getting at? So what I feel is or is not right or honorable is not the same as what you feel is right or wrong, or honorable or not honorable. And that's why you kind of step back to which way should we go? It is honor all things. Honor all things. Now, when we take it forward from that, what exactly, I know it's still like, oh my gosh, what the heck you mean? It is honestly looking at everything. And I love the fact because Neil actually kind of puts this out point blank. Instead of saying, why did this happen to me? You flip it and you say, why did this happen for me? Makes sense? I'm honoring something that has happened in my life. Now, when we're looking at this, now, number one, I'm going to get rid of my opinionated thoughts. I'm going to get rid of all that my way is my way is the right way, yours is the highway. I'm going to get rid of that thought process. I'm going to get rid of the thought process that certain things are bad, certain things are not bad. Okay. And I'm going to put everything is into the soul growth category. Okay. Everything, every little, the bad, the ugly, the good, the beautiful, all of it, I'm going to put it into soul growth. Okay. And I'm going to say that everything happens for me. Okay. Now, that does not just mean I get a bonus check out of someplace. Oh my God, this happened for me. It was so amazing. It's also, check this out before I say, my car broke down. Oh my God, this happened for me. And I know people are going to look at me and say, how the heck is that for you? Well, I'll tell you what, this happened to me almost 7 years ago, and I'm about ready for it to happen again. Maybe not the exact way, but pretty close. Because 7 years ago, I'd taken a Mitsubishi I had, and I really drove it into the dirt. What I mean by that is I drive a lot, about 40,000 or more miles for business alone a year. Okay, guys, I'm driving to Maine. I'm driving, to South Dakota. I'm driving to Texas. I'm driving everywhere. And I about drove this car with miles into the ground, and it was making a lot of noises. And I knew I did not have the ways to fix this car. So literally, I said a quick prayer. I said, God, I don't know what to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand this problem to you. I don't look at this as a bad thing. I don't look at this as a good thing. I look at this as something I don't know how to handle it. So I'm going to hand this over to something other than myself. The universe, the creator, the source, whatever you want to call it. And literally 3 hours later, I hit a deer, totaled my car, unfortunately killed this deer in the process. Now, when this happened, I didn't go, oh my God, what the hell? For the deer I did, but my car, I never said a word. I was like, okay, I'll get through this. I don't know why this happened for me, but it happened. Because literally in my head, I was thinking, well, this is not exactly what I thought. But I didn't put in the why, the how, or whatever. So why did this happen for me? Why did it happen? Because I put it out there. I put it out. Somebody else take care of this issue, because this is an issue I don't want to deal with anymore. So why did it happen for me? Because I asked it to. Number 2, I also asked, put out there, I needed something that I could work with, that I didn't have an issue with. And a week later, I had something that was probably the newest car I've ever driven. Now, I don't go and buy brand new cars off the lot and drive them because, quite frankly, to put 50,000 miles, and that's with my business and my personal, on a car in a year is incredibly crazy for me to think, to buy it straight off the lot. I've killed that car before 6 months is over. But new to me. Now, it was a 2016 I bought. Again, 7 years ago. Car was only a couple years old. Only had 18,000 miles on it. So why did it happen for me? It happened for me to be able to get something new that I was not even fathomably looking at a process of doing. Now that happens literally with everything in life. Okay? There is nothing in life that does not happen for you. Nor is there anything in life that happens that you cannot handle. So why not honor it? Why not start to give up all the dogmas you have and all the opinionated things we have, and start honoring life, and start honoring everything that happens for you, around you, for your friends, for your family. Because think of it, if we stopped looking at and dishonoring things, all of a sudden things become growth. Okay? Now, I know what people are going to say to me, but DeEtte, wait a second. What about those really super negative things, like, that we look like drugs and alcohol and people going downhill and blah, blah, blah. Okay, I get it. But I will tell you what, I've had people in my lifetime that are addicted and really going down paths. I don't care to watch people go down. I've also watched people addicted to drugs and OD and die from that. And I've cried more tears than I care for over each time. But what do? I honor their life. I honor their choices because it is their life. I don't know what caused it in the beginning because it wasn't mine to jump into. But what I can do is I can watch them. I can open my hand and say, hey, I'm here if you need me. Whatever that might be. But I'm going to honor you and your choices. Because what does not make it better is me looking at them and putting a negative disdain on them, nor does it help me. I know with the people I've lost or the people I've watched, I know I've honored them in their choices. I know I've still showed up. I know I've still been there. And I know I have learned and grown as a person to be there again at another time. And I know a lot of people are going, but no. You know, this isn't a drug like other people look at it, but I used to be a really heavy cigarette smoker. Oh my gosh, 2.5 packs easy a day of cigarettes. And when I tell you what, is anybody that told me I should quit smoking, not one of them honored me or my choices or the reason I started. And that dishonor of me made me draw my claws in harder into it. And I know that sounds really kind of ridiculous, but when we look at things like that, you look at somebody that's heavy and you dishonor them. They're not going to go and starve. They're going to go and eat more and probably not stuff that they should. Because you put a negative condemnation, you put this negative thought on it. And you stop your own growth. When you start to honor people and honor things and honor life, everything starts to become very beautiful. And I won't lie. I know from my existence, the more I sit in a place of love, and I know I use that word, and I use that word very all over the place, because truly that is our purpose on life. You can go, oh my God, my purpose, why am I here? You are here to learn how to create life, to create situations and create love. You are here on earth to figure things out, to get to the same place you are in the soul form, which is pure love. You are here to learn how to create. You're here to design the best life for you, no matter what that life is. Because quite honestly, when we come here, we want to experience, we want to learn, we want to grow. And we want all of that. Why? Because it's going to help our soul kind of level up on the other side. Why? Because the more we understand as a soul, the higher we get to kind of go. And the less times we come back to anywhere to figure it out again. Now, I love to use a book on the afterlife of Billy Fingers. I think it is an incredible book. It's an incredible story. Okay. It's thin. It's not big. And one of these days I'm going to pull it out of I got it someplace. I think I got it in a tote downstairs, but I never forget the name. Because it's a beautiful story of a gentleman that lived his life as a drunk and a druggie and homeless and literally partying, using and abusing women and other people. Family didn't look very highly on him. People didn't look very highly on him at all. They judged him. They had opinions on him. None of them honored him or his life in any way, shape, or form. Nobody did. They left him out there to be high and dry because they felt that was the best way to do it. Okay, maybe it was. Who knows? Maybe it was for them. I don't know. But I do know that eventually Billy died from his own life and his own choices. The beautiful part about that is after he died, he came back in soul form to his sister and started having conversations with her. Now, her sister was not spiritual. She was not a medium. She was so far away from this world that, oh my gosh, it blew her away when he started to show up. And eventually they wrote a book because he was like, hey, let's let everybody know, your questions, because they're valid. And what she was blown away by, and I was too, honestly, because this book is probably what started the change in my thought process, was that the experiences he had on earth took his soul, kind of graduated it to another level of peace, another level of understanding. He got to experience things from a different side of the coin. He created the life that he wanted to while he was here. And that life was about experiences. For him, it was beautiful. Now, I'm sure in multiple other lifetimes, yeah, reincarnation, guys, he has experienced it all. He was probably at one point the very honorable person running around and doing all the things that society says are correct and right and righteous. And he got a lot of growth out of that lifetime too. The beautiful thing about this is, guys, is when we stop judging other people, when we stop dishonoring other people and dishonoring other people's choices and dishonoring other people's lifestyles, you stop that process. You start to see things that are beautiful. You start to see the beauty in all things. And it starts to change your mind on things. Now, this does not put in, let's go to war. This does not put into the, and I know people are out there going, well, what about if somebody kills somebody? Yeah, I don't want to see that either because it's needless. It's needless. But when you look at the beauty of everything else and you start to put love into it, what happens? You start to shift. You start to shift. You. And it's amazing because when you start to shift, life becomes less frustrating. You become less frustrated. And great things start to happen around you. And what I mean by great things that make you feel good start to happen around you. Why? Because you're starting to honor decisions, honor thought processes, honor creation. And I know this becomes very confusing, but it really is the very first step to all the steps that walk into what we are supposed to be. Now, I know this is going to sound really far-fetched, y'all. I know it. I know it's going to sound so far-fetched. You're going to go, DeEtte has finally walked off and just jumped off the deep end. But trust me, guys, there are brilliant people out there, like scientists that are spiritual, that are like, and they're experts on this stuff. And they're showing us that we use very small part of ourselves, our DNA, our minds, our capabilities. Small parts. We are divine, very magical creatures. Simply stated, the simplest form. This body is developed to be able to heal itself. No penicillin, no anything. The body is designed to do that. Although we get in the way of it. Why? Because we don't believe it can. We believe we need everything else. And then somebody will go, oh my God, but DeEtte, I believe in it, but I still did not heal myself. Well, there's a doubt there somewhere. There's some place, hey, Keith, there's some place in you that doubts that process. Okay. Now, I'm not saying don't go to the doctor. I'm not saying that. So don't say, oh my God, DeEtte just nixed it. I think one day we will. I think one day in the future, medical won't be needed. Why? Because we're going to figure this out. We're also very electrical beings. We have an electrical field around us. What does that mean? Electricity comes from me. Energy comes from me. Am I yet able to hold out my hand and watch fire come out? No. Why? Because I'm not that evolved. Are we capable of it? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. How often have we heard the word manifestation? What is manifestation other than magic? Thinking something, feeling something, and allowing yourself to have it and bring it to you. Now, we always hear this word, these saying, this phrase, and it's cockamamie. It really is. We all magically have stuff come to us because we manifest it. But because we're in this body, it's slow. It takes time. I've said that myself. But it's cockamamie. Why? Because quite frankly, we are made to literally think it, wish it, want it, have it with us. But we're not evolved to that point yet. We're not a society that sits on the side of creation and honors everything. We haven't brought it into here. We still sit in fear. We still sit in judgment. We still sit in dishonoring things. We still sit in not loving everything to a full. And as long as we sit in that space, everything we are here to be able to do, we don't get to do. So as simple as this is, and as confusing as honoring everything can be, because it goes against every belief you have. Trust me, there's always a bigger picture. Past your opinionations, past your dishonoring things. If you don't believe me, go ask a handful of homeless people. I have. Because I wanted to know the story. And I was shocked when I said, would you like to be helped? Would you like to be put in a home? Most of them went, no, I don't want that. Why? Why would you not want to be not on the streets? Why would you not want to be in danger? Why would you not want to shower every day? And that wasn't freedom to them. That came with rules and restrictions and something they had to do every day. They had to figure out how to pay bills every day. They had to do jobs they didn't want to do every day. And they had to go after things that none of them wanted every day. And living on the street gave them something that living in a home could not give them. And I went, whoa, there you go. That's huge. That's huge. So trust me, when you look at everybody and realize that there's a bigger picture, past what your thoughts are, past what your opinions are, and if you can, for one moment, see that there might be possibilities as to why something is going on outside of your viewpoint, start to honor people, honor their decisions, honor everything in life. All of it. And your life will definitely begin to become better. And the cool thing is that that is contagious. And that helps to lift up everybody else as a whole. Because we all want to know why that one person is doing so well and is so happy. And this is it. So start it and watch other people follow you. It's the best I got for you guys today. With that being said, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to do our 5-card stud. I'll see you all in a few minutes here on School Through Spirit with the Edge Network.
Join us at the Souls of Spirit Spiritual and Holistic Expos as a part of your spiritual awakening journey. Get ready for a day of enlightenment and exploration at one of our upcoming expos. Our events are where all things spiritual and holistic come to life. Experience a diverse range of vendors offering healing jewelry, natural products, and metaphysical merchandise. Immerse yourself in the mystical arts guided by mediums, psychics, and Reiki practitioners. Interact with energy healers and health professionals ready to provide rejuvenating services. Be one of the first 25 attendees and receive a fantastic gift bag full of treasures from participating vendors. Bring your loved ones along. These family-friendly events have something special for everyone. The $5 entry fee includes educational speakers and up to 40 vendor booths. Mediumship group gallery is just $25. Free expo admission for those under 12 or showing military ID. Find out more about upcoming events in North, South Dakota, and Montana at soulsofspiritexpos.com.
Hey everybody, welcome back. This is DeEtte, School Through Spirit with the Edge Network. I should have probably played two, but I just really only felt one. I don't know why. But here we go, guys. This week's deck. I'm going to take the wrapping off so it's less glare. Let's do less glare on this. If I can. Maybe the wrapping doesn't want to come off. Who knows? Who knows? So, there was a time I was really into fairies. Really into them. I loved them. I still love them. But guys, I am a fairyologist. Did you know that? I'm a fairyologist. What does that mean? Oh my God. It means I took one of Doreen Virtue's classes, probably one of her last classes, was on fairies, earth angels per se, and became a fairyologist. So there you go. It's been years upon years. It's been 10 plus years now. So this is the Fae Whispers Fairy Oracle cards. Here we go. Very beautiful, huh? It says, who's this by? I don't know. You're going to have to get into it, I guess. It says, Fae Whispers Fairy Oracle cards. Explore the enchanting world of the fairies with our Fairy Whispers Oracle card stationery set. This beautiful set contains 54 beautifully designed oracle cards, perfect for use in daily life, lessons, devotions, and more. Perfect for labels, electronic planners, junk journals, books of shadows, cards, scrapbooks, diaries, oh my gosh, crafts, and more. These cards will inspire and guide you with the mysterious whispers of the fairies. Never heard of a deck doing this much. Incorporate these cards into your daily routine for guidance and inspiration. Enhance your spiritual practices with these powerful cards. Add the oracle cards to your digital planner for daily inspiration. Perfect for junk journals and grimoires. I love this. It actually put an age limit to 14 plus. We're seeing an age limit on either. Here we go. There we go. Now, oh my good gracious. Let's look at some. Ooh, the man in the tree. I love that guy. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Fairy circles are amazing. Okay, so this deck does not come with a book. Probably a really good thing. It also doesn't come with who published it. So if anybody knows who published these cards, I would love to figure that out. Maybe I'll be able to figure it out before the end of the show. Who knows? But what am I going to do here? I'm going to shuffle the card because it doesn't have a book. It does have words on the cards, guys. So for people that need the words, the meaning of the card, it's right there in your hands, which is kind of nice. So what am I going to do? I'm going to shuffle the cards. And I simply just, while I'm shuffling cards, I go, okay, what do people need this week? What do we need this week? What do we need for our situations? And what I'm going to do is then I read 5 cards individually. When I get done with them individually, I read them as a whole. What you get to do, how this works is you pick a number 1 through 5. There you go. You can pick more than one number if you want to, because again, I'm not putting anything. You do what you need to do. You can also, if you really want to have a lot of issues, you can put those issues down and put a number next to them. Gives you a little bit of guidance to help you through a situation. Now, I know this sounds like, oh my God, DeEtte, how could this really help you? I get messages all the time of, holy cow, I can't believe it. I picked a number and sure as shit, excuse my language, it fit. It made sense. There you go. I never doubt the cards because why we look at cards, they give us a lot to look at, but when you look at them, you use a few of the words and use your intuition. Guess what? It brings a lot out, which is using your psychic ability, guys. Yes, we are all psychic in some way, shape, or form. Some of us a little bit more than others, and that's okay because that's just what we choose to do. Other people choose to be other things, and that's perfectly okay. So, got your numbers ready? Let's do this. Let's do this. See if everybody's over there. Card number 1, healing herbs. Good. Nature provides, use its gifts for healing. Oh my gosh, is that not amazing? I love that. Yes, you have a lady there. Yes, you have an apothecary. Yes, you have herbs. But honestly, I'm thinking this is like looking around. You are going oh my God, how am I going to fix this issue? How am I going to fix that? And you're going, how would apothecary possibly help? Well, what this card is saying is nature has got the solution. It's going to solve itself organically. You're not going to have to do a ton of things to solve what's going on in your life right now. If you pick card number 1, yes, crap is happening. Yes, it feels like things are not quite going the way you want it to. Yes, you've been trying to find a solution to an issue, but the problem is you've been trying on your own to make this happen. Like, how can I do this? You're knocking your head against a wall. And this card is quite saying, guess what? It's going to happen organically. It's going to happen by nature. You don't have to do anything. You can literally step back and watch it unfold itself. Get rid of the excuses. Get rid of the manipulations. Get rid of you trying to figure it out. And let the problem solve itself. So often in life, it's going to anyway. Card number 2 is eternal knot. You are interconnected. Strengthen bonds with those around you. I love the knots. Now, what is this saying? It is literally, you're not by yourself. You're not by yourself. Okay. There is somebody there, whether you like it or not. I'm almost kind of thinking this might be somebody you're not quite caring for in life. Because quite honestly, when we look at this and we're going, oh, strengthen those bonds around you, a lot of times we're looking at family and friends, right? And you're going, well, how they haven't helped yet. Well, why aren't you looking outside of that? Why are you not looking outside of that familiar ground of support and going, you know what? I may not care for that person very much. I may not resonate with that person very much because everything else in my life is not the same as them. But maybe your situation at hand, this is something they resonate with. This is something they understand. This might be a common bond between the two of you. So it's saying to reach out to those people, reach out to those and start to strengthen those bonds. Change those bonds from being somebody that not so much to maybe so. And that is what's going to help you. So card number 3 is prosperity charm. Well, I like this prosperity charm. Wealth embrace. Hold a green candle and chant. Fortune smile. Come to me. Abundance flows as I will be. You're not going to like what I'm going to say about this one because this one is change your freaking attitude. Change your beliefs. You like that? This card sounds so pretty, and here we go, and blah, blah, blah. But what this card is saying, when it says, fortune, smile, come to me, abundance flows as I will be. Number 1, we don't tend to look at fortune and abundance as something that just freely comes. We tend to think we have to do something to have abundance. And we also look at abundance a lot of times as financial. Abundance is everything. Everything coming to you that you need. Now, it does not have to come through, oh my gosh, I went and poured 40 or 50 or 60 hours at work. It's going to come to you anyway. But you have to change your beliefs. You have to change your attitude. You have to change your way of seeing life and how things come to you. So, beautiful. Card number 3 is the moment you start to shift your thoughts and your reality, things are going to work themselves out. Why? Because things are going to show up for you. I like that card. That's probably my favorite card so far. Card number 4, Glimmering Grotto. Seek hidden wonders. Explore the depths of your imagination. Ooh, isn't that pretty cool there? I love that. Why? Because this card is honestly saying you're trying to figure it out. Go back to being a 2-year-old. Go back to being a 2-year-old. Why? Because 2-year-olds have great imagination. Children have great imaginations. As adults, we get rid of the imaginations. What happens? We stop creating. We stop seeing our possibilities. This card is saying you need to go into here. Go into your imagination. So many people look to me and go, DeEtte, how am I going to change it? If I looked at you and said, what does a brand new car feel like to you? If you were going to get into that car you really, really want, how's it going to feel? Shut your eyes. Feel it. Look at that car. See yourself in it. Feel that car. Use your imagination. What's going to happen? That car or something better is going to show up somehow. So whatever's going on, Use your imagination to get out of it. Use your creativity. Card number 5 and our last one. Moss Fairy's tranquility. Seek the Moss Fairy's sanctuary. Find peace and tranquility in her verdant domain. Finding peace. Finding peace. This is really the key to everything in life. It's finding peace. Because within the situations that have, if you pick card number 5 with what's going on, you're feeling very frustrated and you're feeling very all those feelings. And that's why you can't get through it all. Even after you've tried it all, that's why you can't get through it all. Why? Because you cannot find peace within your situation. Find peace within it. Find tranquility within it. Because it's going to unravel itself when you do. Why? Because it's no longer a problem. And better things come to you. Things you want come to you. So find peace. Card number 1, healing herbs. Card number 2, the eternal knot. 3 was prosperity charm. 4 was the glimmering grotto. And 5 was Moss Fairy's tranquility. This week really is just a huge thing of solving issues. Okay? Things are going to happen this week. Things are going to happen. Things are going to get in your face. You're going to go, oh my God, how am I going to get through this? What? You're going to sit down. You're going to just relax. You're going to, instead of head over heels, upset, frustrated, whatever, you're going to relax. You're going to go, okay, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how I'm going to get through this, but I'm going to take some deep breaths. I'm going to relax. I'm just going to go, there we go. And I'm going to start to look at it differently. Now, this is not pulling the wool over your eyes. This is honestly looking at it going, you know what? This all happened for a reason. This all happened for me for a reason. I am going to relax and I'm going to watch the best possible thing come to me. Whether it be a solution, a new thing, whatever this is, it's going to show up and you're going to go, oh my God, this was awesome. But it's happening naturally for you. It's a beginning, guys. It's a beginning. It's a beginning of a change too. So allow the processes to work this week the way they naturally were supposed to. I like these cards. I really do. Why? Because these cards really just kind of tell you how it is. It can be very simplified, yes, but because the cards are what they are, they're very easy to use your intuition in. And I like those cards for that. So there we go, guys. This was the Fae Whispers Oracle deck. Fae Whispers Oracle deck. I feel like I need to put that in there and find out who Fae Whispers Fairy Oracle cards. Sometimes they want the exact thing because I want to see if I can figure out who wrote these and who is publishing. These are, when you look at this, as Han Yu Bowen, HANYUBOWEN, Han Yowen Bowen Fairy Oracle cards. Okay. And it is visit the Han Yu Bowen store to find out the rest of the information. I'm kind of clicking on that to say, hey, can I find the store? I do believe this beautiful person, and they do have a lot of different decks, which is super awesome. I do believe this gentleman, this person, Han Yu Bowen, is publishing their own deck, which I think that's beautiful. And they have got several decks. Oh my gosh. There are several decks. This person has got literally, that is 4, 8, 12, 16, 19 separate decks, guys. 19 separate decks. And they are the Han Yu Bowen. I do believe this person is self-publishing their decks, which is super awesome. If I'm wrong on that, I do apologize, but that does look like it's a self-publishing. So again, Han Yu Bowen. Go there. Go to Amazon if you like this deck. And there you go. There you go. I love that. I do love that. And I love that reading because it made it very, very simple. I love it because it made it very simple. Now, where's DeEtte this week? Nowhere. Why? There was nothing for me to do this weekend other than to spend the weekend with my grandbabies. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Why? Because I'm going to do a little advertising here. There is what's called the Tinley Snake or Reptile Show in believe it's Tinley, Illinois. Don't quote me on that. But they're having a summer edition. It's a new summertime reptile show. My granddaughter's all about snakes, as you guys know. And her favorite people in the world, Snake Discovery, Emily and Ed, are going to be at the show. So we are going to be there bright and early on Saturday morning. Oh my gosh, probably leaving the house around 5 to be at the doors 2 hours early. So she can be one of the first 200 people in and to this booth, because she needs to be there with all of her heart and soul. She needs to be there. There's that. We've even, she's even got a special shirt coming from it, the newest Snake Discovery shirt, merchandise shirt that she could find, and she bought it herself. She's super excited about that. Hopefully it comes this week. That's where we are on Saturday. Now, Sunday is another Grandchildren Day. Why? Because our 4-H fair, our 4-H club in Rock County, Wisconsin, it's the Bradford 4-H. We are doing the parade and show up here in Wisconsin. And our club is decorating the float. And yes, every year we get to jump on the float. And it's so much fun because the kids get to decorate this. They get to participate. They get to be part of their community. And they get to throw lots of candy and lots of popsicles and stuff like that, because we freeze them. Now, the coolest thing is it is Christmas in July is the theme of the fair this year. And what did I do at Christmas time? Well, right after Christmas, when sales went to 75% off, I went shopping. Why? Because a tree at Five Below is now $1.25 for a 4-foot tree. That's what I did. So we got lots of stuff to do. Other people did the same thing. We have got 5 bags of Christmas candy to throw into the crowds. Super awesome. And that's what I'm doing Saturday and Sunday this week. But does that mean I'm not here for you? No, it does not. Why? Because I am. My books are open. My website is open. Go to DeEtteRenee.com. Book those readings. I am doing those readings for you. Again, I have readings outside of the booked time, but those times open for you. Feel free to grab one of those. If it does not work for you, please message me. I will see if I can fit you in someplace else. Don't worry about that. We will make it happen. I'm also still doing classes. Guys, I know y'all are waiting for a class for DeEtte to say, oh my God, announce it on Facebook, announce it on here. I'm doing a class at this time, this day, blah, blah, blah. Not doing that. Right now, I'm going with the independent classes way. I don't know why. Other than people seem to really be needing that one-on-one instruction. That is not my mentoring that you see for the $750 online. That is the class of your choice for that price that I do a one-on-one for you. If you really want, bring your friend. I don't care. It would be for you either way. Which is separate again from the personal mentorship. So there you go. I'm doing both. Now, do I have a class coming up? I do. And it is still in the works if it's going to go on or not. It depends on you guys. I do have a intermediate class coming on. It is August 8th and 9th. It is an in-person intermediate class. It is going to be in Black Earth, Wisconsin. It's look up Beth Young, Young Intentions. All of it's on her Facebook site. I can't remember the name of the store anymore. It used to be Rainbow Reiki back in the day, and I cannot get Rainbow Reiki out of my head. So there you go. You can even Google Rainbow Reiki, and it does still show up as the address and the building itself. But I do have that intermediate class right now that is still available to everybody. We are toying with the possibility of canceling it. Why? Because it is the middle of summer. Not everybody wants to show up for a 2-day training in the middle of summer. So there's that. But right now, if there's enough interest in it, we're going to go forward with it. If you'd rather do it online, guys, I'm there. It's 45 minutes, half hour to an hour, depending on you per week, for a few weeks. A lot of people have growth and a lot of people have that time. So there you go. But feel free to go to DeEtteRenee.com, check it all out. Yes, I do know when you put that in, it's going to take you to my website. And I do know it's going to give you some generic thing in the title, but it's because I can't figure out how to make my domain show up. Anyway, guys, that was a whole lot. I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing day. Oh, and I do want to do a shout out to Lori Lashman. And I apologize because now when I stop, it does say, and this is in the Instagram, it says Lashman Ranch, and it's because Miss Lori Lashman does own a ranch. Miss Lori Lashman is the owner of SOS events, and predominantly over in, I do believe, Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota, primarily. amazing events, guys. Go. She does phenomenal events. They're huge. They're beautifully put together. And she's been rocking that for years. So there's that. So, and I do know she has more of them, either to be a vendor at or to just show up and enjoy what's there. Okay. I haven't been there in years, but you know what? From what I hear through the grapevine, they're still rocking amazing. So look up SOS Lori Lashman and find her events. It's also the commercial I played for y'all. So you guys have an amazing day and a phenomenal week. And I'll see you next Monday morning. School Through Spirit with the Ash Network, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
There are psychic mediums, but there is nothing like DeEtte. Let's face it, we all struggle time and again. But if you seek the clarity you deserve, then you need to seek DeEtte. As a master teacher, DeEtte studied under international psychic medium Lisa Williams. Together, they not only help DeEtte better tap into spirit, but also build a long-lasting relationship. So many psychics tell us what we want to hear, and that just won't cut it with DeEtte. She tells you what you need to hear. No sugarcoating here. To book a reading with DeEtte is simple. Just visit her website, DeEtte.us. That's DeEtte.us. And follow the Yellow Brick Road to connect with DeEtte. Don't just sit there and ponder those questions. Ask them and let DeEtte guide you every step of the way. You need insight now, and DeEtte can help. Just visit DeEtte.us. That's DeEtte.us.